Hello, Pisces. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Spinner Tarot by Trungles. Chroniclebooks.com is the website if you're interested. It's there in the back by Trungles. I want to make sure I got close enough so you can see Trungles if you're interested. By Trungles. Okay. Supportive Oracle cards. Spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lisbeth. I think the artwork is by Lisbeth. Websites for them. There's a bunch of them here. She Who Is Art, I notice all the time, but there's a couple others. So if there's anything there you want to check out, just freeze frame and check out whatever looks good to you. Okay. What do we have for Pisces? Yeah, good energy for you. Cool, cool. Ooh, oh, better. Okay, even better. Like I knew that. Okay, let's just get it going. Something is like, what is this? It feels like a thing, and as a Pisces, it's like, it's time. Like, come on, it's time. Is somebody moving forward? Is somebody finally moving forward? Or are you looking for something else? Are you creating a beginning? Hold on. Because I feel like you got clarity and courage coming right in here. Right in the beginning. Clarity and courage. There's something you want. And you're starting to move towards it. It's definitely like, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be a person, but it's something that you're like very passionate. Like, I feel like Pisces, as one myself, we get connected to certain things, we get really excited, and we can fall in love with a situation. Sort of. I don't know how to explain it. Like, if there's something we want to do, like for me, if there's a certain item I want to make, or like there's a certain food I want, I can get very excited and start researching how to make it happen so I can make it happen for myself. And it feels like it's something like that. Like, it could be a project or it could be a person, but there's something where you're starting to reach out and trying to correct what's going on and trying to connect the dots. Kind of like, this doesn't seem like it's going my way, so let me put out the information here to make sure that what I want knows that I want it. The ability to be negotiable. So, you got this card coming up as your challenger, which is the King of Pentacles. So how do I relate to this? Like, let your possibilities develop. So I'm getting a lot of you for, it may be a certain person you're interested in, but the universe might be trying to show you, for example, if it's a person, that you can have the type of person you're looking for, but the one you're looking at does not have those characteristics, and they're trying to like highlight that. Kind of like, what you want you can definitely have, but this person you're looking at doesn't actually match that. I don't know how to explain that. Another way to look at this is like, I love cooking analogies. It's kind of like the way you're looking at doing this, the way you're looking at creating this, or the process you think it's going to take, may not be quite what you're thinking it is. Be open to other variables or possibilities here. Kind of like croissant making. I guess professional croissants. I don't know if that... It takes like a couple days to make really good ones, from what I understand. But it's like being open to other possibilities. Kind of like what you're thinking, what you want, you can actually have that end result. But what you're looking at right now today is not exactly going to fit the bill. Something like that. Because I see like you're putting out the communication, but they're saying don't be too hard, don't be too rigid with what you're looking at. Be willing to let things kind of develop and evolve in a way to where you're going to actually get what you truly want, not what you think you want. I feel like people are the easiest way to look at that. It's kind of like, I've had this happen to me in the past, especially when I was in my 20s. I would think a certain person, I wanted to be with that certain person, and then I would start to get to know that person and be like, oh, no. No. this doesn't work for me. You can get very caught up in somebody's image, but when you find out who they are on the inside, not that they're a bad person or anything, but just like, no, that's not who I'm looking for. And it might take a moment, because I feel like there's a new beginning saying what you want you can definitely have, but you might have to let it reform in a way to where it actually makes sense. Because I see the Two of Cups here too. There's a lot of romance things popping in here. I give you that. But whatever it is, you have a very strong passion for. And I get here with the Six of Cups as your ally. You can look back in your own life going, yeah, there was a lot of things I thought were for me that weren't for me. But it looked like it when I was approaching it. But when I got to know these things, yeah, that wasn't for me. Sometimes that's a job situation. This could be a job situation for you where you're kind of going towards something and you're like, I trained for it. I thought it was for me. I thought I'd love it. And then I got into it and I was like, not really. Could be something like that. That's what basically this keeps coming at different angles, saying what you think you want, the outcome is what you really want. The feeling good, the enjoying, the passion, the fulfillment. But what you're looking at is inspiring you, but may not be exactly what you're looking for. Let the universe kind of remold this and help you evolve this. There's like, because I'm getting a lot of love cards. It's true. Got the two. No, that's the lovers. There's a couple different lovers cards coming in. This deck has like 3 or 4 of them, I believe. You got 2 of them showing up around you, but it's kind of like you got to step away from what you think it is and let what it really is come towards you. It's like what you think is for you versus what's really for you. If you're open to it and you let it evolve and you let it change, especially if it's a person. It's kind of like, and as a Pisces, I can understand like getting addicted to a person and a image, but when you realize that's not really what's going to make you happy. It's your experience with them. It's how you feel with them. It's that, like, looking at that person and feeling that love. I really think Pisces is, and as a Pisces, I'm going to say this, I think Pisces is one of those signs where we may think that, but when we actually start enjoying time with people, other people may not see the beauty in this person, or they might not see the physical qualities of beauty in that person, but if we're in love with them, we're like, well, I don't understand what you're looking at because they're super awesome and beautiful to me. Because that feeling can create that moment. I hope that makes sense. Justice is waiting. Ooh, what do we mean by that? This is also where we're kind of, these are challenge cards. If you're too rigid to what you're looking at and you're like, nope, this is what I want, this is how I want it, this is what I want, this is how I want it. Justice will be kind of like, all right, we'll give you what you really, you're looking at that, you're saying you want that, it's not really matching, but we'll give you that and let's see what happens. Or we'll let you get closer. They might let you get closer. I'm not going to say they're going to let you have it. They might let you get closer. And they'll just, justice is kind of like, we'll keep letting you get closer and closer to what you think you want until you finally realize it's not matching your true desire. So that might happen with this situation as well. You might keep getting closer to this certain objective you think you want, and the closer you get, you're going to feel like this doesn't match. Why isn't this matching? This is the closer I get, the less it seems like it's for me. The universe is trying to show you, like, you can have that outcome. It's just the direction you're going right now is not going to get you there. There's a lot coming in. Is this Wands? Yes. Action. There's a lot of action coming for it. Like, for whatever's going on right now, there's a lot of movement forward, a lot of passion moving forward. A lot's going to happen. There's a lot of information that comes forth very easily. When I'm getting the Page of Swords as your ally with the Queen of Wands, you're going to see, like, Pisces usually picks up on the details, I think. I think so, because I'm one, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. You pick up on the details, and there's going to be a lot of information you're going to pick up on the little, like, reading between the lines details in this situation. So they're like, pay attention, and when you realize what you're heading towards is not really matching, don't get discouraged. Just let it reform and help you move towards the right one. Keep moving, though. When the right one comes forward, you're going to feel it, and you're going to start seeing it. It's going to slowly come in. When the Hierophant comes in, it's like, this is another earth energy. It's very interesting. You're going to slowly warm up to the right one, Just be open to it. That's all you need. And the closer you get to the right one, you're going to slowly realize it's the right direction. So it's going to be a slow movement forward, but I'm also getting you're going to have what you want. Two of Cups here. You got the Ace of Cups. The more answers you get, the more you're going to like it, the more you're going to realize it is for you. It's going to change, but you got to let it kind of morph forward. They got the financial health here. Financial health, yeah. With the tree going on here, this twisty, twiny tree, kind of like it may not go the direction you think it's going to go, but it gets stronger with time. Just give it some time. Realize what you're heading towards is not really going to match, but let the right things start coming towards you and just go towards it slowly. I feel like as you slowly get more and more answers, it's going to make sense. So how do I make sense of this? It's kind of like you're going to... So, for example, say you're heading towards a certain person. You think this one's for you. The closer you get, you're like, no, I guess not. But you're going to see something off to the side. You're going to be like, well, I like that person, but I don't know if that's really a match for me. All you got to do is give it a chance. Just start getting to know them. Maybe they could just be a friend. Let them become a friend. The more they become a friend, the more you're going to find qualities you actually like about them, the more you're going to connect with them. Over time, it's just going to get stronger and stronger. Before you know it, you're going to fall in love with somebody who at first sight you were like, well, I didn't think that was the one. And then you're going to see like, well, you had to give it time to develop and evolve, and then you're really going to have something that's going to stay and last a lifetime. Earth is a very compatible energy for water. Your opposite is Virgo, so usually Virgo and Pisces sometimes don't get along all that well. Very quietly, like they can work together very well as friends sometimes. I have some friends that are Virgos and some family members that I actually get along with quite well. But if I'm constantly around these people day in and day out, then it doesn't work. So Virgo, you might want to watch out for, just depending on how you match up with it. But Earth is a very good energy for you. It doesn't have to mean this person is an Earth sign, but they may have Earth qualities like dependability, patterns, 1, 2, 3 type things. Like, responsibilities are very important, very hard workers, that type of people. If you're going towards a person thing. You might actually be connecting to a person that's helping you get more information, by the way. This doesn't have to be a love thing with a person. It could be a business contact that you just really match up with very strongly. It doesn't have to be anything romantic, just to be fair. Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.